see the comment there from you, Ali. Ali, I would have said the same myself 20 years ago. And that's quite a common experience when you're first starting to meditate. And your mind will try to convince you that you can't do this, but that's not actually true. The mere fact, this might make much sense to you, but if I'm going to offer you just a bit of insight here, the mere fact that you can simply notice that this racing is taking place in your brain, what that means is that there's a higher awareness that can observe that racingness, can report it back and share it in this written comment. So that means there's a watcher to that activity that's taking place. And meditation is simply about moving your attention from identifying with the racing to becoming the watcher or the observer of it. And as that transition takes place, what you'll find is that actually it simply naturally slows down, and you'll see that, you'll watch that happening. So don't give up, Ali. I really want to encourage you to keep going. 20 years ago when I first started, that was me all over, and yet now I share this with people the world over. So if I can do that, being a former chartered civil engineer in a very busy life, I know you can, because anybody can. So please do, give yourself the time to keep on going, keep on practicing. Don't let the thoughts try to convince you otherwise. The simple fact that you're noticing this now is quite a common experience when people start to meditate. They realize just how much has been going on up here. And making the transition is part of, shall we say, the mind's resistance to becoming still, because the mind always wants to keep you busy and in activity mode. One thing that will help you, Ali, when you're starting, is to focus your attention on something specific, such as the breath, just by observing, by taking some deep breaths, for instance. So do that. Maybe just try now, if you're still here, Ali, listening, just try taking some deep breaths. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're going to keep trying. Just try witnessing the breath. You can take a deep breath, like a really big deep breath, go right into your stomach, and then push it out. And be very deliberate about that, and notice yourself doing that. Do that 3, 4, 5, 6 times, sat down ideally. And this will help shift your attention from here, the head, to the heart space. It's just the mere, I really can't emphasize enough to you, the mere fact that you're noticing that racing means there's a higher awareness, and you are that higher awareness, and that is essentially, in those few words, is the essence of meditation, to bring you back to that watching stillness space. And that way the mind will automatically calm down. It will have no choice, actually, Ali. This may not make too much sense to you right now, but ultimately it will have no choice, because this awareness is so powerful, is that it will just simply succumb to the stillness that's inside. So really, really, really want to encourage you to keep going. As I say, 20 years ago, that would have been me. And I just kept going and just kept going and just kept going. And the benefits became cumulative. So thank you for sharing that. I'm sure your question and observation there has been useful to many. Thank you for having the courage to share that.